To make a watery mouth, delicious, soft and crunchy akara, you really need to make it this way. Let me show you how I quickly made this akara. I started by soaking the beans. I used 3 milk cup of beans for this. Then I covered it. Just allow it there for just 2 minutes. I didn't soak it for long. After 2 minutes, I come back, then open the bowl and I put the beans inside blender so that I can peel the beans and remove the cover. So I added water that can make it easier for the blender to just peel the beans for me. Then cover the blender and started blending. I reduced my blender to the lowest so that it will peel it, not grinding. So I am done with this. If you don't have blender, you can go by mortar method. This is how you use your mortar to do it. You don't need to pound it like yam. Just be doing it this way and it will come out very nice. With this, I'm done with peeling. Then it is time to sieve out the chaff, which is the beans cover. At this point, you need to sieve until everything is clean, and this is it. Here you can now remove if there is any dirt you don't like. You can still remove it at this point before blending. Now this is okay, and I added it into my blender. Added little water that I want to use to blend it, then cover, and I started blending. So I blend to this extent, and this is it. Yeah, it's blended to my taste, and I added it into the mortar again. You might be wondering why adding it, why using mortar again. If you want to make akara to be soft, you actually need to use mortar. Even after grinding with big engine or blending with blender, you still need to use mortar. That is if you particularly want to make it soft. But if you're the type that like making it to be hard, like you like hard akara, that means you just have to skip this part entirely. But if you love soft akara, you need to use mortar again after blending and smoothing it again. This will make it so soft. Then I proceed to prepare the cayenne pepper I used. This pepper is also called shombo. So I have to open it and remove the seed inside the cayenne pepper. I removed the seed. This is because the seed inside is actually very strong. If you like, you can just blend them together, but me personally, I like removing it because it is very strong and I don't like seeing it. And this pepper, I just cut it into smaller pieces, so I don't need the seed inside. So I cut it into smaller pieces together with the onion that I used. I cut it to this size. This is actually the size of my choice for the akara I want to make. Now it is time to turn, and I added the cayenne pepper and onion. Next added vegetable oil. Then I added salt. Then added just 1 cube of Maggi. Maggi is a matter of choice. If you don't like adding Maggi, you can skip Maggi entirely. I didn't add crayfish because I don't like crayfish inside akara. But if you like crayfish at this point, just blend your crayfish or pound it, then add it inside it. I didn't add extra water because the water I added while blending is already okay and I don't need it to be watery, so that the akara can come out nice. Then heat up the vegetable oil and I started adding the akara inside the oil. While frying akara, you have to fry on just a moderate heat, not too high, not too low. This will make your akara to come out very nice. If the heat is too high, it may end up getting burnt, and if it is too low, it will absorb the oil, making it to be too oil, which will not make it to be okay. Then I have to turn, because while making akara you actually need to be checking and turning so that one part will not get burnt. That is why your eye needs to be there. Honestly, you don't need to do another thing while making akara, so that you like the outcome. You just have to be there, turn it at the right time, and continue turning till it is due. Then right here I remove this because it is due, and this is it. It is crunchy, it is smooth, it is soft, and it is yummy. Wow. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.